this is a Breeders Log with the GHS. My name's Steve, or if you guys are watching this first on Patreon, appreciate you guys that donate. But what we're going to do today is we're going to make a diorama to, got the puppies down here, to go along with this. So, what we have here is the NECA Big Sister. I might grab my lighting when I start working on more things. But we also have a Big Daddy. The reason I'm making this diorama is, one, it's for Arnez for a Christmas present. Also, this Big Daddy's missing things. So I bought it, and it's missing one of the tubes back here. It has one of them, but it's missing one. So I thought it'd be kind of cool to make a little display. Game plan is the bottom. I'm gonna tile it using foam, which we've done before. So that stuff, actually most everything on here, I'm not gonna really show you guys like me doing the process. I'll just show you guys like each little thing as I'm going along. So this is not really quite a tutorial, more so than just show you guys each of the steps. So anyways, got some pipe fitting. I'm going to be using that as kind of like a sewer hole opening, and hopefully what'll happen, Big Daddy's going to be resting next to it like he's been defeated. And then I already cut one, but we're going to use this normal pipe. I'm going to paint it a copper color. That's going to sit here as like a pillar, and then she'll stand in front of everything, like trying to avenge the Big Daddy or whatever. And then we'll have a backdrop, which I'm probably going to paint using the stone paint. I'll show you guys the exact spray paint I'm going to be using once I get to it. But that's pretty much the gist of it. So it's not going to be a super huge base, but I figured it'd be something cool to do and something a little bit different than what we're usually doing with the Godzilla stuff. So anyways, you can pretty much use any pipe. For the most part, I thought this pipe looked really cool. So that's what we're going with. I kind of like the overall design of it. Hopefully it'll rest on here pretty nicely and work like a, hopefully look like a cool little like copper pillar. Same with that, I'll paint a copper too, and then I'll kind of like use some, I got a copper and a black version, and it's supposed to give it like a nice like metal pipe look. So that's essentially it. First and foremost, I'm going to get the foam on here because this is going to be black and white tile. And then going to have to spray paint all this stuff. So actually, you know what? I'll show you guys the spray paint now, because I'm going to probably do all this off camera. But we got some Rust-Oleum multicolored texture. I'm not sure if it says exactly which one this is on the can, but that's the color it's supposed to come out. So it's supposed to be more of like a creamy sandstone texture. So I thought that would look really nice, especially with like the black and white I'm going to use for the tiling, and the more like copper, blackish copper for the pipes. For the pipes and like the pillar here, which it's called hammered. So it gives it kind of, in the end, it's supposed to look like this. So I'm going to be using this as like a top, like I'm going to dust it with this. And this one's going to be the primary color. So this will be for this, it'll get dusted with the black. And this will be the backdrop. Overall, this shouldn't be too complicated of a build to do. More or less, it's just a lot of cutting. But if you guys haven't seen my building tutorials, for the most part, there's not a whole lot different here. It's just me cutting exact squares for the tile here. Shouldn't be too hard to do. And then this stuff's pretty much already done. The only thing I really had to do was chop this in half. And then the other half, I chopped that in half. And then that's going to be the support against the wall in the back. And this, I'm just going to literally press into this. And since this is foam board, it should at least indent a little bit to kind of hide my crimes. But I'll come back after I get the tiles set, and hopefully all this stuff will be dry by then. And back, we have a checkerboard. So again, what I did is I measured these out. What I have here is a 10 by 10, I guess you use like a picture frame, like people you do like a lot of their art stuff on here, but I thought this would make like a really solid base for putting these guys on. So this is 10 by 10, so each of these tiles are 2 inch by 2 inch. I just measured it out with the ruler and then just cut them out individually. As you can see, I got some leftovers. I might make, like on the corner, make some rubble. But for the most part, pretty happy with the way this turned out. Currently waiting for the other stuff to dry. So hopefully tomorrow I can get this more assembled. But for the most part, you can see kind of what's going on here. Big Daddy's going to sit on it. I'm not sure where the tube's going to go yet, but we're getting there. Plus I might put some like moss and stuff here and there as well. And then some clear polish to make it hopefully kind of like wet in some spots. But other than that, that's pretty much it for this section. I'll be back once everything gets dry, then we can finish assembling. Actually, final thing. I didn't mention, but I painted this too, because we're going to put some grids inside of the pipe. Kind of make it look like a, what you call it, the filter? Or the water strainers? Water strainers? That's what that's going to look like. Anyways, be back in a little bit. Alright, so got a bit ahead of myself. I was like, yeah, everything's dry, let's start hooking things on. And I was like, oh god, I forgot to film it. Alright, so added the back, paint it with the stone coloring, as you guys can see it here. I wish this light was a little bit brighter down here, but whatever. You guys will see good shots of this at the end of the video. But well, maybe. Because I'm probably just going to give this RNS shortly thereafter, so you guys can see it, maybe after. I don't know. But anyways, you can see back here, I added the grates. What I did here was, like I said, took this plastic grid sheet, cut a circle out of it. Because essentially what I did was I just sat this over top of it, made a black foam insert for the back, so when you look in, the hole's black in the back, so you're not just seeing the white wall behind everything. And then overlaid that, cut out the hole. And that's how we got here, and then just made little jagged edges to kind of make it seem like something tried to get out of the tube. So now, when we take our Big Daddy, got some place to sit. Also with the flooring, I just took some black spray paint, just very lightly and from a distance sprayed over top of it to give it a little bit more of a dirty appearance. So next, going to be adding this doodad here, which is going to go right there. And I'll be back after I add that one and this guy here. As you guys can see, here we have our little pillar there. We have the back support one for the wall. We got the tube hanging out of here. So now when we set our Big Daddy down, it's good to go. Not sure if I'm going to permanently sit him down or whatever. Kind of want to. But I still got to see if his battery's actually going to work. So I might just let Arnez decide that one. And then she can be like right here where she'll stand. That looks pretty sweet. I'm pretty happy with that. Alright, so next is going to be just adding some finer detailing. For the most part, I'm just going to be adding some little foliage here and there to kind of make it look sort of mossy. And then taking some nail polish and putting it over certain sections to make it appear glossier. And that's, I think, pretty much about it. So I'll be back here in a few after I get all that taken care of. And done! So here we have fully finished the base for Arnez's Christmas gift. As you can see, got a nice little shine to the floor, so it gives it a very wet look. Same with if you look in here. If the lighting was better, you can see it kind of glistening in the back. Might take this in the other room just so you guys get a better look. Sounds like a plan. Alright, so here's the final product, because I don't think I'm going to get photos done, so I have to make sure you guys got at least a really good shot of what I did. So pretty basic. We have the tile floor, we got some supports, wall in the back, we have the sewer drain sticking out of the side of the wall, we have the Big Daddy tank on the back, because he doesn't have the other one, so I fixated this so this ain't going anywhere. But I don't want to do the Big Daddy because he can light up. So if, as an option, because you'd sit him over here like you did. So you just chill in the corner here. And then you can have the big sister posed over here. I think it looks pretty cool, personally. Again, this is something I put together in, let's see, I got home at 3, it's 5, it's getting close to 6 o'clock now, so about 3 hours I got this all done. But you guys can see, ooh, just nicked some paint on that little thing. Yeah, whatever. But, anyways, for the sewer pipe, added some little foliage, so it kind of looks like there's some moss buildup going on around there. Same with on a couple of the pillars here. For the floor, and to kind of get the wet look on the back here, you guys can kind of see it reflecting in the light a bit. But just floor pledge, pledge floor polish. Just sprinkled it all over the place, poured some in there, and then just used a hairdryer to dry it all up. And it looks alright. It helps to make it look kind of messy, like the water's kind of dried up. And yeah. Wanted to have a little bit more of a shine to it, but it definitely, in the lighting, you can see it reflects. So, pretty happy with it overall. Again, just something quick, easy to put together, and hopefully he enjoys it. So, help us defeat those kaijus by hitting that like button, subscribe, become a ranger today. See you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.